Hey, what's up, guys? This is David Chase Taylor of 911truther.org. Today is March 18th of 2026. So, based on breaking news and events, it appears that CIA headquarters located beneath CERN at Lake Geneva is going to stage the arrest of Donald J. Trump for crimes related to the Epstein files on the date of March 19th of 2026, specifically to trigger a second American Civil War. So the CIA has essentially what I have deemed a three-pronged approach to trying to frame Donald J. Trump for crimes related to Jeffrey Epstein. This involves essentially an impeachment by the House and Senate, being arrested for violation of 18 U.S. Code 4, misprision of felony, which is the failure to inform authorities of a felonious crime taking place, especially being president for 4 years, thereby violating his oath of office. Or they will arrest him for actual crimes against underage females, sexual related crimes. As I've stated in all these videos, the Epstein file scandal is never going to go away until Donald J. Trump is removed from office, because this is exactly how the CIA works. But in the case of Donald J. Trump, although the sex trafficking blackmail ring run by Mossad agent Jeffrey Epstein was successful in entrapping and ensnaring multiple celebrities, multiple heads of state from all around the world, they apparently don't have any good dirt on Donald J. Trump. Otherwise, this evidence would be put forward. However, they have gone to a strategy, a plan B, if you will, whereby they released a redacted version of the files with black boxes over people's faces in videos, photos, emails over the address, the sender, and then they plan to remove that at a later date, and that appears to be what is going to happen on March 19th in the aftermath of Donald J. Trump's arrest. They will redact these files that are currently out there in the internet world. The other option is that the CIA is basically going to arrest Trump. Like I've said, this arrest is going to be flanked. So they're going to stage the arrest, and then it's going to be flanked by a trove of evidence, including deepfake videos, photoshopped photos, and pieces of art, and of course Trump engaging in illicit sexual crimes with underage females. And I suspect, along with that, the digital evidence that is going to be released on March 19th in the aftermath of his arrest, and they will cite that as the pretext for his arrest. They are going to march out a parade of women, the likes of which we've never seen, that all claim in public they're going to go on all the talk shows, they're going to go on all the podcasts, and they're going to claim, and they're going to put out this big story about how Donald J. Trump raped them, assaulted them, violated them in some form or fashion, and this is all going to be 20 years ago, on this island, or related to Jeffrey Epstein. There's also the possibility that they will produce newly acquired evidence that was seized at the Zorro Ranch in New Mexico, Jeffrey Epstein's compound there. They will likely cite evidence found in the so-called 3 FBI memos regarding the Epstein files case. They will likely use the evidence or cite the evidence of an underage Jane Doe, age 13 to 15, who allegedly was forced to give Trump oral sex. They will likely cite the Jane Doe interview with the FBI back on August 7th of 2019, a Jane Doe interview with the FBI back on July 24th of 2019. They will likely cite the allegation of the underage Jane Doe who quote-unquote bit the shit out of his penis when being sexually assaulted by Trump. They're likely going to cite evidence found in the so-called 37 missing pages of the Epstein file. Of course, the number 777 is found in the tetragram of Yahweh, which is the highest god in Judaism. So this is likely where uh, the smoking gun, so-called kill shot to take Trump out is going to be. So they probably have 37 pages of just absolute, probably reads like a triple X magazine. It's going to be just one thing after another, after another, after another, of all these heinous things that the president did. And then they're likely going to cite evidence found in the 53 missing pages of the Epstein files. They were likely, as previously mentioned, claimed that the evidence, the redacted version of the Epstein files, basically includes Trump in many forms. And lastly, there is the so-called evidence found in the FD 302 report forms, which is basically, if anybody has any information about the Epstein files, they call it 1-800 number, and they leave it on a voice messaging recorder, and this was released in the Epstein files. And so this is likely will all be taken together cumulatively as the justification for the arrest, impeachment, or imprisonment of Donald J. Trump starting on March 19th of 2022. Coincidentally, March 19th marks 422 days since Donald J. Trump became president of the United States, and of course 42 and 42 equates to 24, which is the letter X. And so if you take two X's and you put them together, it forms the hexagram, which is the Star of David found on the flag of Israel, which is the Jewish star, which is the first Jewish state. Switzerland is founded circa 1309, is basically going to take out a sitting U.S. president on March 19th by basically fabricating, along with their henchmen in Israel, the third Jewish state, formed May 14th, 1948, to work together to basically frame a sitting U.S. president for crimes he did not commit, with advanced AI technology, along with fabricated testimony that these girls have been coached. They're all ready to go. So they have the evidence, they have the indictment, and they have all the girls coached ready to go, and then they're just going to put it out there. So you're going to see it take over the media, and it's going to be like nothing we've ever seen starting on March 19th. So obviously, if that happens, I kindly ask that you download this video and share it with local, state, and federal law enforcement, military, and intelligence officials, as well as with local, national, and international media outlets. Peace.